Not start, though, for about another half an hour. And the officials are on the field, and so are the co-captains. And the toss of the coin, and the Riverside Panthers have won the toss, and they have elected to receive. Aliquippa will be in their home jerseys this afternoon because they are at the top part of the bracket. And Aliquippa will be in their black tops, trimmed in white numerals. Riverside back deep is Jason Landers, along with Mike Thompson. It's a high kick, and it's short, and it's going to be picked up by Landers at his 10. He's to the 20, the 25, and he's tripped up at the 27-yard line. And Riverside will be moving from right to left, headed toward the north here to Reeves Stadium this afternoon. Chris Spanik, the senior quarterback and a hero from a week ago, gives it to J.D. Hupp, and J.D. is back. He gets to the 31, just inside the 32-yard line of Riverside. Backs are split, and this time it's Hupp again on the carry. J.D. gets to about the 36-yard line. He's going to be about a yard, perhaps a yard and a half shy of the first down. Making the stop for the Quips, Phillip Woods, and also assisting for Aliquippa was Willie Simmons. It'll be third down and about a yard to go for the Panthers.
Well, you can tell J.D. Hupp is not going to favor the ankle, Bob. He did a little stutter step and jumped over a defender and Simmons before he was brought down about a half a yard shy of the first down.
In retrospect, it was a good move for Ron Shire to rest Hupp last week. This time it's J.D. He is hit hard at the line of scrimmage. He may not have gotten there. It depends on the spot of the football. I don't believe J.D. has it.
Bob, and correct me if I'm wrong, but this reminds me so much of last year on Riverside's first possession at about the 40-yard line and a 4th and inches. They went for it and picked up a first down. We'll have to see what Coach Shiro decides to do this time.
I believe they're going to bring the sticks in for a measurement, but this might just be a cosmetic one because it does look like he is shy of the mark, and Ron Shiro wants to find out how short he is. Nose of the ball. And he got it. They give him the first down by the nose of the football. Wow. It looked from here to...
Picks up the initial first down of the football game.
Bill Hamilton split to the near side. Fake by Spanik, and now he takes off with the football. Good yardage by Spanik. He gets about 8, maybe 9. It'll be second down, and about a yard and a half to go at the 46-yard line. And looking pretty good. This drive started at the Panther 27. And on second down, it is Thompson. He's tripped up close to the stick, however, and they might have to bring him split near side. Backs are split behind the senior quarterback in Spanik. This time, up the middle goes Thompson, and he gets to midfield, a gain of 2. It'll be second down and 8.
And true to Riverside form, Bob, they have yet to go to the air because their ground game is so effective.
Step out, and Thompson only a sophomore. You know he's going to be one of the leaders of this team next year. This time, Spanik on the keeper. He gets down to the 44 of Aliquippa, and he's going to be about a yard shy of another first down.
Good deception there by Spanik because he faked the ball.
Decided to choose Geneva College, but really, this is a neutral site. This time it's J.D. Hupp. He gets the first down on the second effort, down to the Aliquippa 41, and a very good drive again, a la the 95-yard drive that Riverside put on a week ago, and it's victory. Backs are split behind Spanik. 7:13 left in the first quarter. It's Thompson this time. Thompson off right tackle. He gets about 2. John Williams in on the stop for Aliquippa. It'll be second down and 8. With 7 minutes left in a scoreless first quarter.
And that's what Aliquippa wants to do defensively.
Desk, a couple of games are underway in collegiate and high school football. This time up the middle goes Thompson, and he only gets about a yard. So Riverside's going to be facing a third down and close to 7 situation.
Well, I would tell you, Bob, at this point in a football game, they're at about the 37.5-yard line. You have to believe that Riverside...
7. Backs are split. Spanik gives it to Klagas. Klagas off to the right side. He's still going to be about 2 yards shy of the first down as he takes it down. Backs are split behind Spanik. This time it is Thompson, and he's going to be bunched up close to the first down. I don't know if he has it. It was
4 for 3. I think he picked up the first down. It appears that the nose of the football is just past the sticks.
For him, as a lot of concerned people are looking on. This time the pitch out goes to Thompson, and he's going to get about a yard down to the Aliquippa 30-yard line.
Well, the quick defense that time, Bob, wasn't fooled by the option run that time.
The football from their own 27 down to the Aliquippa 30. Backs are split this time on a keeper, and Spanik slips on the grass here at Reeves, and you wonder if he just lost his footing or if maybe they're down situation. They have converted on 3 occasions, and they have 4 first downs. They have yet to go to the air. And this time the draw play up the middle to Thompson, a conservative call by the Panthers on 3rd down. He gets about 4. He's still going to have about 6 yards to go for the
as the Panthers try to catch him off guard.
4th down at 7, 2 wide outs. Spanik now is going to take off with the football, and he's going to be stopped at the 28-yard line. Making the play for the Aliquippa Quips is George Horton along with Willie Simmons, and Aliquippa.
A lot of pride, Bob. It was a bend but don't break situation on that drive by Riverside, and Willie Simmons was not fooled. Spanik is a type of guy that can shake and bake. He can really put a move.
Side ends up getting nothing. This time it's Strozier on 1st down, and he slips on the grass, and he loses a yard.
We need to note, Bob, of any part of the
move in that direction in the 1st and 4th periods. This time it's Strozier again, and he loses another yard. As smothering Romy Strozier for the Panthers is Jason Hupp, the sophomore and the brother of Jaden, for over 1,000 yards on the air. Backs are in the eye. This time it's Strozier on a conservative call on 3rd down. Strozier is stopped after a 2-yard gain. It is Jason Hupp again. Also assisting on the play for Riverside was Chris Haggard.
We'll be back to punt.
Chris Branchetti will kick it, and Matt Klagas will be waiting, and the punt is going to take a nice Aliquippa roll as Matt Klagas just lets it roll, and downing the football back at the 30-yard line for Aliquippa was...
Get the complete picture at Tire Center USA in Beaver Falls. When you ask for a tire price, Tire Center USA gives you a complete quote at a competitive price, including one, and get a complete quote on the tires you want from Tire Center USA, 21st Street in Beaver Falls. Now stocked with your winter tire needs.
On 1st down, J.D. Hupp gains a yard, and we have come to the end of the 1st quarter here. Why don't we take it back to the end? No score in the game. This time it is Thompson, and he is bunched up for a loss. The sophomore Mike Thompson had nowhere to run, and he loses a yard or wide outs to the near side. Spanik now on the keeper, will try to get to the corner, and he does not. He is stopped cold by Larry Walker of Aliquippa. It's 4th down at the 32. Make it the 33-yard here, much like the game last night, as Blackhawk and Montour went to the locker room scoreless.
Well, Bob, I'm not surprised. I really expected this to be a low-scoring game.
The punt by Klagas is high, fielded by Akins at his 35. He tries to duke a couple of Riverside defenders, but he gets to about split to the near side, to the far side. The leading receiver for Aliquippa and Charles Fisher. The backs are in the eye behind the senior quarterback, Danny Bible. Bible getting ready to throw. He is going to be sacked. Making the play for Riverside is Steve Gatos and Jason Richards.
So much spirit now because they know they have middle linebacker J.D. Hupp in that lineup, and that frees up Jason Richards to go back to defensive end because he filled in at linebacker for Hupp.
Second man through, it is Pearson. Pearson's tripped up after about a 3-yard pickup. He gets out close to the 37. Give Pearson a gain of 4. It'll still be
IAL final game.
Split to the near side, the transfer from the state of Florida, Forrest Akins. He's been up here for 6 weeks, and he has hurt people at times on the field. And now we have a flag on the field as the official is coming in to make a call, and I believe this is the first flag of the game.
Well, I think Riverside penetrated the neutral zone in a high school football, Bob. You don't have an opportunity to get back, so that's going to be 5 yards against Riverside offsides.
So Aliquippa,
Danny Bible was sacked by Gatos, and now it would appear that Aliquippa will go to the air once again.
Two wideouts, one to each side. Bible audibilizing at the line of scrimmage. Now Danny back to throw. His pass for Fisher downfield. It is complete, but was he out of bounds? And he was.
Well, just a beautiful toss by Danny Bible. It was just out to the outside, and Fisher, looking back into the sun, Bob, made a fine adjustment on the football, but he caught the ball out of bounds. The Quips will punt.
Yes. Fisher was in the clear, but Bible couldn't get it to him. Branchetti's punt, a pretty decent one. Klages will let it hit. Takes a little bit of an Aliquippa roll. Now it'll roll dead at the 31. We have a break in the action. No score from Geneva. Aliquippa placed into a general scholarship fund on behalf of each player. At the end of the school year, a $1,000 scholarship will be awarded to a student athlete from our area. All students are eligible to compete for the scholarship as long as he or she has participated in a recognized high school in some way over and athletics in our area schools. First down, J.D. Hupp off left tackle for 3. Spanik's pass down the middle. It's broken up by Fisher. Jason Landers was in the clear inside Aliquippa territory, but Fisher with his good speed is able to come from behind and bat the pass away.
I'll tell you what, Bob, Charles Fisher is definite.
Had the deepest penetration getting down to the Aliquippa 27, but we're stopped on downs. This pass is completed to Hamilton. He's got the first down at midfield, and he's knocked out of bounds. Now they're going to roll that Hamilton stepped out at the 44, but it will still be enough for the first down, though Riverside loses about 10 yards on the play.
Well, he was right down the sideline, Bob. He was tiptoeing
in that particular play as the play came over to the Aliquippa side of the field.
There is a line that keeps you back, but it's almost unseeable at this time, Bob. It's in the mud.
There's a handoff to J.D. Hupp as a flag comes in. We'll figure out this flag in a moment, but let's take it back to the incident update desk real quickly as Riverside is guilty of illegal procedure. Dennis, what's going on?
Playing football this year. They were economically troubled out there. All the coaches are doing it without pay this year, and a lot of credit to the Bears.
Spanik on the keeper, goes nowhere. Chris Spanik tried to cross up the Quips on the misdirection, and he went absolutely Riverside has moved the ball effectively, but still goose eggs on the board. 2nd and 15 from the 39. Pass downfield is complete to Klages. He gets down to the Aliquippa 49. Making the stop for the Quips was Tim Willis making the stop. They'll spot the ball at the Aliquippa 48. It'll be 3rd down and 3.
Well, that was just a perfect throw by Spanik because Willis had pretty good coverage on Klages, but
fairly well today. And that would be a big plus for the Panthers if they could throw the football. This time it's Thompson. He's going to be stopped about a yard shy of the first down. He gets down to the 47. They have to get just inside the 46 of Aliquippa.
Well, Bob, if I'm Coach Ronnie Shire, I punt the football. The way his defense is played, I'd want to pin Aliquippa offensively back inside the 20-yard line if I could, but I'm sure they're going to, take a decision here right now as Spanik and Shire are talking it over on the sidelines.
I'm sure Chris Spanik is telling Coach Shiro, hey, Coach, we want to go. We're here to win. We have the confidence. And if J.D. Hupp is healthy or anywhere near healthy, you give him the football. But right now, I don't believe he's in the lineup. They line up Jason Richards in the backfield. Let's see what happens. Chris Spanik on the keeper. First down at the 40, 35, 30. Knocked out of bounds at the 26-yard line. Chris Spanik with his great speed and Frank Moran. Offense for 6 plays. They have punted twice. This time, second back through Thompson. He gets about 3, spins down to the 22-yard line. Give him a gain of close to 5. It'll be 2nd and 5 for Riverside.
Well, that was 5 tough
back this week. This team is right now on an up-tempo type of deal.
And no doubt about that, Bob. It's Jason Richards in the backfield again.
And it's Mike Thompson with the carry, and he gets down close to the 20. He's going to be close to 4 yards shy of the first down.
And Jason Richards, Bob, he is very versatile.
Oh, my. What a day for football. Chris Spanik on the keeper, trying to find running room. He only gets about a yard as the Quips swarm them under on the far side of the field. Among those players was Dylan Cook. Also, Tim Willis in the first half. Backs are split behind Spanik in the slot as Hamilton. Spanik pumps in the end zone for Hamilton. It's incomplete. Hamilton had a step and a half on Fisher, but Spanik overthrew the intended receiver and Bill Hamilton.
Well, not bad coverage by Charles Fisher, Bob, but Hamilton did have a step and a half, as you said, and it would have had to been a perfectly thrown ball.
Aliquippa's offense has to get things generated, though. They haven't moved hardly anywhere offensively. This time on the draw play and going nowhere is Pearson. He gets back to the 20, call it no gain.
They're about 84 in that ball game, but today they have not been able to do anything against that Riverside defense.
Backs are split, two wideouts to the near side, and Akins and Fisher. Bible, the southpaw thrower. Airs it up, it's batted away by Richards. Jason Richards, what a target. Not only can he put pressure on the passer, but he just extends his arms, and it's almost impossible to get rid of the football.
Well, he's a kitten off the field, but he's a panther on it.
I like that analogy. Can I steal that?
Go ahead. You stole everything else I ever owned.
Oh, my.
Beaver Falls.
Aliquippa Football at the Quip 20 on 3rd down and 10. Back to throw his Bible. Rolls out of the pocket. His pass downfield for Williams is incomplete. Williams slipped at about the 40-yard line. The pass was somewhat behind Williams as well. I don't think he would have gotten there even if he wouldn't have slipped on all. 3 downs and out. Almost blocked. Is there going to be a penalty thrown? There is not. Apparently, the official ruled that Branchetti just slipped as he kicked the football, and this is a shanker. This goes out of bounds at the 33-yard line.
Bob,
Step and a half, and with 2 timeouts remaining, pass downfield for Hamilton, complete touchdown! Riverside has taken the lead 6-0. Chris Spanik finds Hamilton all alone down the near sideline, and the scoreless tie is broken. It's 6-0 Riverside.
Well, Jason Landers and Hamilton split wide right, and Landers cuts it back into the inside. The DB follows Landers. Hamilton's all alone. Beautiful pass by Spanik. 6 points Riverside. Who said the Panthers can't pass?
Wow. They are passing the ball today. It's Aliquippa that's struggling with its passing game. The kick is up. The kick is good by Klagas. And we have a break in the action from Geneva College with the score Riverside 7, Aliquippa nothing. The Panthers will kick it off after this.
Your medicine shop pharmacy
by Klagas, and Riverside leads it 7-0 with 1:53 left in the first half as the sun is peeking back out here at Reeves. This one is a low line kick and bobbled by Moore. Picks it up at his 20. Now we'll try to cut upfield. And now they say that his knee was down. Oh my. And the Quip fans don't like it one bit.
They have every right to be upset, Bob. There was no way that Jason Moore's knee touched the ground at the 20-yard line, and he had a seam open up the middle. But of course, Riverside just backed off on the coverage when the ref blew the whistle. It was going to go down, but he put his hand down and stopped his fall.
Aliquippa has a trip set to the near side. A pitch out will go to Pearson. Pearson to the 25, to the 30. He doesn't get out of bounds, however. It's going to be close to a first down for the Quips. He might be about a half-yard shy of the stick. And he moved to call one of the TOs.
Well, they're so close to the first down, Bob. I probably would imagine they'll try to pick up the first down and then go for the timeout.
Trip set to the far side. Bible rolling right. Pass downfield in the middle for Fisher is incomplete. Chucky Fisher in the middle of the field as he did a curl-in pattern. He had his hand on the football, but it would have been a very nice reception.
Yeah, they have. Nice and nasty, huh?
Well, you know that rivalries could sometimes bring out the emotions in people, and these people have been ready, and they have to start the clock now because Pearson didn't get out of bounds. The pitch out goes to Pearson. Pearson around the corner. He's going to be tripped up at the 30-yard line. Oh, these Panthers have been rugged on defense all day. Seconds left in the half. Branchetti is back to punt. Don't keep the time on the field. Branchetti's punt, it's high, it's not deep, and the Panthers will just let it roll. They're not going to take any chances. It's down at the 40-yard line, and we'll have to get... Today's game brought to you by the Community College of Beaver County, by Nardone Consultants, by the new Honda City of Newcastle, where we'll have the announcements of our new Honda City players of the game. Set to kick it off for Riverside is Pete Snowden. It's 7-0, the Panthers.
And the Quips will be running towards the good side of the football field, Bob, where the turf is more dry.
And the kick is received by Drew Pearson. He breaks it in the clear. He's on the move. He's all the way out to the 46-yard line. Pearson took the short kick off at his own 15, and he gets 31 yards on the return.
That could be the momentum builder that the Aliquippa...
The chant in the background, let's go Quips. They have come from behind so many times in the past. They trail 7-0 to a most outstanding Riverside team. In motion to the right goes Thornton. On the draw play, it goes to Pearson. He goes nowhere. Second down and 10 for Aliquippa.
That has been the Quips' demise in the first half. They are unable to get the running game on track, and Riverside is just teeing off at the front line.
Afternoon, it's crisp, it's cold, but a packed house here at Reeves Stadium. Back to throw is Bible. Bible's pass, it is complete to Akins at midfield. Makes a move, doesn't get the first down as he stopped at the 47 of Riverside. He needs to get to the 45 or just inside the 45, looking for its initial first down of the afternoon. The backs are in the eye. Larry Walker split to the near side for Aliquippa. This time it is Witcher, and he gets maybe a yard. He's still going to be a good yard shy of the first down.
Well, I'll tell you what, Bob, he is definitely going to be shy. I think it actually is Romy Strozier on the carry, and Strozier does not pick up the first down, and the Quips look like they're going to... I guess the decision makes a lot of sense when you're going up a very tough defense like Riverside.
Frank Morocco playing field position early in this second half. The kick high by Branchetti, fair catch by Matt Klagas at the 20, and that's where Riverside... It wasn't electronic malfunctioning. This time on first down and getting the call, I believe, was Thompson off the right side, and he gets maybe a yard, and that is it. And Larry Walker, or I should say Chucky Fisher, coming up from his defensive back position to make the stop.
Damon Sims also there at the middle guard with his tackle as well, Bob. And
Aliquippa, second down, two wideouts to the near side. Single setback is Hupp. This time it's Spanik on the keeper, gets to the 25, and he stopped there. Tom, I don't know if J.D. Hupp's ankle might be bothering him a little. We saw a lot of J.D. in the opening drive.
Able to hold up.
Third down and 5 for Riverside. Up the middle, not getting the first down is Thompson. He is stopped at the 29. He needs about a yard and a half to go, and I would expect that Riverside will punt it here.
Well, not much of a question here, Bob. They are definitely going to have to punt the football away. You don't want to give Aliquippa an opportunity to stop you here and only have to go 28 yards for a score.
I have seen Ron Shiro do the unexpected before. In that game 2 years ago in Aliquippa, he went for fourth downs in situations that even I to myself said, Ronnie, what are you doing? Well, he won that day 35-6, so he knew what he was doing.
Well, he's only up 7-0 in this game, so he couldn't afford to take that kind of a chance.
And not a very good punt by Klagas that's going to roll dead at the Aliquippa 48. So maybe Frank Morocco did the right thing not going for it on fourth. With 7:10 left in the third quarter, the Quips are trailing 7-0. Backs are in the eye. Bible, quick drop back pass, and it's incomplete. Fisher dropped the football. He was thinking real estate before he had the football in his possession.
Well, that was almost a ladder on Charles.
Away game today, as Dennis reported earlier. West Allegheny leads Washington 6-0 in the first period. Backs are in the eye. This time it is Pearson. Pearson trying to fight for yardage. He gets down to the 48-yard line, and it looked like maybe a face mask penalty, but no flag thrown on the play as Pearson forces his way down to the outside. And now Coming over to the near side of the field is Dwan Walker, who we don't see a lot of. 2 wideouts to the far side. This time it's Pearson. He is hit for a yard. That is it. Jason Richards, J.D. Hupp, and Bill Hamilton coming up to make the play. And Aliquippa, for the 6th consecutive time that nobody wants to see from the Aliquippa side. Branchetti, the kick is blocked. It is blocked by Thompson, and it's fallen on top of it, the 30-yard line by Jason Hupp. Mike Thompson came in and just drilled Branchetti and blocked the football in the process, and Branchetti is injured.
Well, let's hope Branchetti's okay, Bob, because Thompson went in almost untouched and got all of the ball, and also Branchetti, and that is a precarious situation to be in. If you're a punter, you have nothing to do except hope you don't get crushed, and Branchetti looks like he's going to be all right, but just a great block and an effort by Thompson.
And blocks the punt, and Riverside, first down and 10 at the Aliquippa 33. Thompson up the middle, first down at the Aliquippa 21. Mike Thompson on 2 consecutive plays has done damage, once on the special teams and now once here offensively.
What a call by Ronnie Shiro, because that time they caught the Aliquippa defense in a blitzing situation, as it was Phillip Woods blitzing the hole, and Thompson just went right up the gut, which was vacated by Woods on the blitz.
First down at 10, 5 minutes left, third quarter. Riverside has a 7-0 lead, scoring their touchdown late in the first half on a 33-yard pass from Spanik to Hamilton. This time it's Thompson on first down, and he gets a couple up the middle.
Well, now, Bob, we're seeing that Jace D. Hupp is not really going to carry the football that much. He has been playing a lot on defense, so maybe Ronnie Shiro with the lead in a good field position here. It's just
Aliquippa has not gotten a first down the entire afternoon. Spanik's pass complete to Landers, but he's belted, and the ball was loose, but it was after the whistle. No doubt about it. It was well after the whistle, and Landers has stopped at the line of scrimmage as he was drilled, and I believe it was Willis who applied the hit.
Timmy Willis with a vicious hit, Bob. I'll tell you what, as soon as he caught
Aikman and Tom Hayes here on 1230 WBVP Sports. And we have a whistle and a stoppage in action.
Well, it's going to be an official timeout, Bob. I don't know what the problem is, but actually Aliquippa defensively calls a timeout because
Aliquippa, third down and 8. This time it's Thompson, and Thompson's going to be bunched up in the middle of the line. He gets maybe 2 down to the 16. It's going to be 4th down and 5, and you wonder if maybe Pete Snowden. All right, and we're still looking for a Quaker Valley State Soccer Championship final. Back to throw is Spanik. They're going for it on 4th down. Spanik rolling right. Spanik passes in the end zone. It's complete touchdown to Matt Klages. A touchdown for Riverside inside the far pylon on the far side of the field. And the Panthers have taken a 13-0 lead.
What a scramble by Chris Spanik, Bob. I thought Spanik was going to run it and try to pick up the first down, but he had the presence of mind to pull up before the line of scrimmage, and Klages in the corner of the end zone pulls in the touchdown pass. What a pass and catch by the Panthers.
With 2:35 left in the third period, Riverside, now the extra point by Klages. It is shanked off to the right. No good. And we have a break in the action. But Riverside has put another touchdown on the board with the score. Riverside 13.
To help, most states already have age restriction laws on the books. When we support them, they work. Working means access to cigarettes by kids can be cut in half. So let's do our part in the communities we live in, okay? Support the law. It works.
The tradition continues in our 46th year on Beaver County Sports Leader, 1230 WBVP Beaver Falls.
Rivers still looking for its initial first down of the day with 2:15 left in the third period. Bible's pass for Akins is incomplete. He had a step on the secondary, but the pass was just a little overthrown.
Well,
Grippa has not gotten a first down. That is mind-boggling. They scored 35 last week. Pass to Fisher complete. near the 45. He's going to be a couple yards shy of the first down. Actually, they're going to spot him back at the 44. 3rd down and 3. Tom, now we might be looking at 2-down territory by Frank Morocco.
That last play, he threaded the needle. That was a picture-perfect throw.
Bible back to throw. Swing pass. It's incomplete. And for the Quip's sake, it was better than it was, because had Drew Pearson have caught it, he would have lost a couple on the play. It's 4th down, and Frank Morocco apparently will punt it. Clagus is back deep for the Panthers. Branchetti, he gets this one away, and it's a good punt. And a fair catch by Clagus at the 22-yard line. And that's where Riverside will put it in. Right now it's Riverside. It's doing the shutting out. And it is Thompson, I believe, that gets a couple before that matter should be addressed. This time on 2nd down, and getting the call, I believe, again was Thompson, and he only gets about a yard.
Could be a situation, Bob, where we're going to see Matt Clagus into the lineup offensively if J.D. Huff can't go on the offensive side. Now, remember, with the bad ankle, he can
come out split to the near side. To the far side, it's Hamilton, who has a touchdown reception in this game. Spanik back in the pocket. Spanik's going to be brought down for a big sack. And making the stop is Dylan Cook, and the Quips needed that one, sending Spanik all the way back to the 18-yard line, and Aliquippa should get excellent field position here.
Dylan Cook goes 5'7", 165, Bob, but he plays a lot bigger than that.
Clock. We have one more quarter to play. Will Riverside get back to 3 Rivers for the 3rd straight year? Kicking into the sun from his own 6-yard line. Gets it away in a pretty decent punt, and gets away from Fisher. Now Fisher will pick it up at the 45. Fisher is going to be stopped right there. And Riverside will take that quarter with the Panthers on top, 13-0. Fisher to the near side. 2 wideouts to the far side for the Quips. Draw play comes to Pearson. Pearson's tripped up. He had some daylight, but J.D. Huff trips him up after a 2-yard gain. We get an opportunity. Forrest Akins comes out to the far side, along with DeJuan Walker. It's Charles Fisher to the near side, backs her in the eye. Bible back to throw. Now he rolls out of the pocket. Bible's pass over the middle. Complete to Akins. Now he loses the football, and they roll it incomplete. It is rolled an incompleted pass. The Panthers think they should have the football, but apparently Akins did not have full possession of the pigskin.
And after the play, Bob, a flag was thrown, so something...
To the 45, they have 23 yards to cover to get their first down of the day, and I did not stutter. I can't believe it either, but it's true. Danny Bible back to throw. Pitches it out, and they're going to roll it an incompleted pass to Drew Pearson. And Bible just had no time to do anything. The green and white have been swarming on him all day.
He did a great job getting away from Jason Richards. I thought Richards was going to sack him at about the 20-yard line, but Bible stepped up and just pushed a little shuttle pass.
Riverside defense and the offense has really been opening it up, and they lead at 13-0 as Branchetti kicks it high. Clagus fair catch at the 40-yard line.
Again, Clagus does a great job making the fair catch because that sun is shining like the Aliquippa Quips. You've got to credit the Riverside defense. There is nothing else you can say. The D for Riverside has come up big.
Mike Thompson on 1st down, gets to the outside for about 6. Give him back to do, down by 13. This time on the draw play, it comes to Thompson again, and he gets maybe a yard. They're still going to be about 4 yards shy of the 1st down. It'll be 3rd down for away. It now reads 9 minutes and 20 seconds. Hamilton split to the near side. The backs are split. The tight end is Richards. Rolling right is Spanik. Spanik is looking. Now Spanik throws a screen pass to Clagus. He's in the clear. He has the 1st down at the 43-yard line. Oh, what improvisation by Spanik as he finds Clagus, and Clagus gets the 1st down.
And Bob, I tell you what, I think that was Clagus.
Blackhawk knows that it will be going to the big house for the 3rd straight year, and Riverside is thinking along the same line. This time, stop for no gain is Thompson. And this sophomore...
Quips defensively, they have to try to create a turnover here by stripping the football.
Second down, this time a modest gain for about a yard. And it's Tomps down here, 7 minutes and 20 seconds remaining. 3 wideouts to the near side. This time, Spanik on the keeper. He's at the 40. He's down to the 35-yard line. He's going to be about a yard shy of the first down. I don't know, without knowing where the sticks were because they're on the far side of the field, Chris Spanik got out of bounds at the 35, about a yard short of the first. Almost a knockout punch if they get it here. Spanik on the keeper. He gets the first down. He breaks a tackle. It looked like he was going to be stopped for no gain, but he gets the Riverside first down.
And you know,
control type of offense. And it's Thompson up the middle for a big gain down to the 24-yard line. A gain of 9. It'll be 2nd and 1.
Well, you can just feel the Riverside confidence oozing. The offensive line deserves an awful lot of credit. Mike Thompson has played a great game as only a sophomore, Bob, but the guys up front are really
over big time with the ankle injury to J.D. Hupp. Oh, what a future. Chris Spanik on a keeper gets the first down to the 21.
Well, we got to mention a few other young gentlemen up front for Riverside. Tight end Jason Richards tackled.
But the Quips can strike quickly. 3 wideouts to the near side. This time it's Thompson up the middle for a couple, maybe 3, down near the 18-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 7 for the Panthers.
Very interesting.
And to go along with that, no first downs for the Quips. Spanik on the keeper, trying to find room, inches his way down to the 16. He'll be about 4 yards short of the first. They've not been existent all afternoon. 3 wideouts to the far side. Now we have a flag. And now there's some extracurricular activity, and one of the Quips, I think, is going to get hit with a penalty.
Well, just a show of emotion there, Bob. That's going to go against Dylan Cook as he took a swing.
I believe it was George Horton.
Okay, 69. The numbers are running together. You're right. I'm sorry. Horton is going to get called, and he just took a swing at one of the offensive linemen for Riverside.
Well, we have one call going against Riverside for unsportsmanlike conduct. Now, that was one call. That was the delay of game. I'm sorry. Delay of game against Riverside, and now Aliquippa gets hit with a personal foul, and this will take the football half the distance to the goal line. They'll mark the ball at the 11, and that will be a first.
You would just imagine Aliquippa would be able to move the football a little bit better than they have been today.
This time, it is Thompson, and he's into the end zone! I can't believe that particular run! It looked like he was stopped, the whistle never blew, and Thompson's into the end zone! And ladies and gentlemen, I think in a few minutes, Riverside is headed to 3 Rivers for the 3rd straight year. It's now 19-0.
Warm up the bus, Panthers. You're on their way to the big house. And Mike Thomas, what an effort. He was stopped at the line of scrimmage. He took about 6 hits, did a 360, runs right up the middle into the end zone.
That drive by Riverside consuming 60 yards. Clagus for the extra point. It is up. It is no good. Wide right. But at this point, it doesn't really matter much. With 3:46 to go in the game, it is now Riverside 19, Aliquippa nothing. We'll be back after this 1-minute timeout.
Help name the Roberts Party vehicle on display at the Winter Lodge, and keep listening for details on upcoming trips from Roberts Roadside Inn, Sharon Road, Bridgewater.
1, 2, 3, come on in, Roberts Roadside Inn. Come on in, Roberts Roadside Inn.
Kickoff, bounces high into the air, picked up by Jason Moore at the 20, to the 30, to the 36-yard line. Now there's a loose football, and who's got it? The Panthers think they have it. And apparently the Panthers do have it, even though I never did see a signal as of such. But it looks like Riverside has the football, and that will be the final blow, I would have to believe.
Definitely, Bob. The Panthers definitely recovered the fumble, and the officials, we couldn't see in the massive humanity down at the 35-yard line. They do recover. It will be Riverside's football, 1st and 10 at the Aliquippa 36-yard line as the Quips take a timeout.
14 lead over number 1 Notre Dame. Back to Rees Field and Bob Berickman and Tom Hayes.
All right, and we're still looking for a Quaker Valley final in the soccer state championship game. Hopefully we can get something on that game as they played Holy Ghost Prep in the state final at Shippensburg today. Riverside on first down gets a couple of yards, the clock moving, 3:15 left in this game, and Riverside is shocking Aliquippa to the tune of 19-0.
Well, I'll tell you what, Bob, not to take anything away from the Quips, but coming into the season, not a lot of people expected this much out of Aliquippa. They got all the way to the semifinals. It does not appear that they're going to be able to make it to Three Rivers Stadium, but Riverside defensively really shut them down, but the Quips have had a fine season nonetheless.
Mike Thompson's hit hard, and he gets down to the 30-yard line. Tom, this might be some interesting information that I just figured out myself. This is the first time since all the way back to
this time when they get to the big house, they could come away with the victory this time, but it will be tough against either West Allegheny or Washington.
Chris Spanik up the middle, down to the 20, a first down for Spanik, and they can feel it. They know they're headed to Three Rivers, a minute 58 to go in the game, and what might go down as one of the most...
Yes, he does, Bob. It's called domination.
I don't even know if that word does justice. What an effort by Riverside defensively, and the offense wasn't too shabby, as Spanik just kneels down to the ground, letting the clock roll. This was a picturesque performance by Riverside.
The wind died down, and it was a picture-perfect day for football, and Riverside did everything well, not only offensively and defensively, but remember that big block punt by Mike Thompson
has stepped forward.
You know what, Bob? You're looking at a sophomore in Mike Thompson. He's 5'8", but he weighs 170 pounds in 10th grade. Can you imagine what Thompson's going to be like when he's a senior, when he hits the weights a little bit more and proves him speed? And I'll tell you what, he is going to be heard from in the next side of the football, but Riverside really has a couple of players that you can choose from, and it'll be tough for New Honda City to signal anyone out for the Riverside team.
Aliquippa's out of timeouts with a minute to go in the game. The Panthers may be able to get out of here with one more snap of the game. Spanik just kneels down with 28 seconds to go, and that just might do it. And you can hear it from the green and white section. Riverside is headed to Three Rivers Stadium for the 3rd consecutive year, shocking Aliquippa 19-0, and the Quips do not secure one first down in the entire game.
Unbelievable effort by Riverside defensively and offensively and special teams-wise, Bob. A total team effort, and I'll tell you what, if you want to get to the big house, you got to play like the Panthers did today.
Unbelievable performance. Riverside will play either West Allegheny or Washington next Saturday afternoon at 2:15. Congratulations to Coach Ronnie Shiro and the Panthers, and let's also say congratulations to Frank Morocco and the Quips on a great season. But Aliquippa finishes at 9-3.